Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have very unique topic for our monthly Q&A session with Maria. She's collecting questions from clients, from our social media accounts, which we hope you follow. And definitely today I sense that she has something very interesting.
Dr. Alex, what do business immigrants need to consider to settle in Canada the right way? The first question is, what are the key steps involved in settling down post-arrival in Canada through a business immigration program, specifically startup visa?
Well, our startup clients, very good question, because we have primarily startup visa applicants through our business programs, and we definitely like to see people arriving and settle the right way. The steps that they need to do, and remember, they have a business and they have a family. We always suggest first few days, just dedicate yourself to family. Business was here before you, business is here when you arrive. Your angels or your supporting investors taking care of it, and focus on your family for the first few days, maybe a couple of weeks. Just settle, adapt to the situation, see where you are, and definitely then visit your bank, visit us, visit to discuss your future in your business, what your plans are upon arrival. Is it changing your vision of the business when you're here in Canada? So those steps probably will be practical from real life standpoint.
How to navigate the process of maintaining the business in Canada after PR is granted?
Well, I would say we have own way of dealing with this, what we offering our clients. We apply what we call holistic approach. We always coming from the perspective of the client, what people need, how it will fit their life, how it will fit their expectations from Canada. And not many people will be able to do what they thought they will do in Canada. Maybe it will career change, maybe some personal circumstances change. And definitely with kids going to school or higher education programs, definitely that may change the environment and in home and ecosystem as a whole. So from business perspective, you ask me the right question. We tell people not to procrastinate, just get together if you came here as a team and see what you want to do. And we always facilitate this kind of meetings because we definitely wish you well. We wish you to be successful in Canada. Is it related to your business as it is, or it requires some changes? Or maybe you will close this one and open something else. Maybe you will not go together as a team anymore. Maybe you will go together as a team or partial team. Or maybe some of you will start another business. Everything else falls into those parameters, and we definitely like when people express themselves clearly and openly.
What resources and support system are available to business immigrants in Canada to help them integrate into the business landscape?
Well, that's very right question, because people come in, they have no support except, let's say, some relatives or some investors who help them to come here, but they need to know that Government of Canada and governments of you need to understand how Canada is structured in terms of business support and economy in general. We have federal government that monitors certain grants or certain possibilities for people in terms of financing. Control falls on provincial governments in terms of security regulation, and also provincial governments support businesses in this province through multiple programs, and not only for immigration purposes, but we're talking about people who arrive here, who already landed. So in this particular regard, we definitely ask people to consider sources like banks, investment institutions, or maybe small business administration offices. They have endless resources of practicum courses, maybe some programs specifically for let's say women entrepreneurs or young entrepreneurs or people in transition. So those resources available, and we try to help our clients to understand them.
How important is networking for business immigrants in Canada?
Well, I guess that's how business is developed in Canada in general, because take our investment community in Vancouver, for example. We have monthly networking meetings. We meet with other investors. We bring our partners, entrepreneurs, new ventures. Network is the key. I would say, unlike in other countries, networking is something that people tolerate, and people feel like they have to be very practical. Like you go south of the border, networking is very limited to certain professions. You have to have a lawyer, this and that. Those things apply here in Canada, but also networking among peers, among people who might support you. You don't know for sure that they will be on your side, but unless you network and communicate and share your concerns and experience and ask your questions, how people can help you, right? So networking is a key. Thank you very much for that question.
Are there any government programs to support business immigrants in Canada, such as grants, loans, and
Yes.
mentorship programs?
Yes, and actually, I like those changes in Canadian government approach. Recently, they came with new initiatives. They all publish on what we call unified website of Canada.ca, and they have support for small businesses as well as for, let's say, mature businesses in transition. They have mentors and many clubs and organizations locally. Remember what I said about various layers of government, how they help: federal, provincial, and municipal. And practically every system has some resources. And basically, once you settle in the city, let's say in Vancouver, it's kind of interesting, Maria, but one of the best resources is old-fashioned resource, library. Public library in Vancouver is not only a magnificent building, but also very unique warehouse of data and information and networking. They have seminars, they have events, they have some public shows for new immigrants, and many organizations of that sort also promote their services for new immigrants, including business people. So I think you're not going to be alone. That's my probably final word for you.
Love your answers. Thank you so much.
And I love your questions. Thank you very much. Stay safe.